All right. So before anything, I wish everyone a happy Mahashivratri, irrespective of religion, whatever it is. Everybody are Indians, and we are celebrating it today because today is a trading holiday. So, as a community, as a traders community, everyone should celebrate today because we got a day break today, right? So, I wish everyone a happy Mahashivratri. And before getting into the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Suren, and I'm the faculty member of Addhyan Institute of Finance, and I have been associated with Addhyan since a long time, and I have an experience of 5+ years in trading and 3+ years in training and mentoring the students. In my career of training the students, I have trained almost 700 to 800 nearby students, and that's how I have started my journey 5 years back, and I have decided to mentor the students 3 years back, and it was a wonderful journey with everyone and especially with Addhyan. Good news is that we have successfully completed 4 batches, and we are starting fifth and sixth batches. Fifth batch has already started, and the update about the batches is we are starting our new batch, that is batch 6, on March 19th. Please note the date. March 19th is the date where we are starting batch number 6 successfully. So it's all your credit. The credit goes to you because of your overwhelming response. We have completed successfully the 4 batches, and we are good to go with 5 and 6 batches as well. And we thank you so much for your support. A constant support from the students is helping us out to get the best courses for you people. And generally the demo classes have been taken on Saturdays, but because today is a trading holiday, we thought we should make use of this day, and we have come up with one more good concept that is called uh, so one more question, one more thing I just wanted to tell you is, so my name is Suren Daniel. You can see my name in the participants list. So if you want to text me personally, go to the text and change it to Suren Daniel and send the message to me. If not, the messages will be gone into the management team. I may not see the messages. So what I can tell you is, if you personally want to talk to me, then change the name to Suren Daniel and text me out. Okay, if you have any queries. Is that clear? All right. So we have come up with a wonderful concept today, that is um, most of the experienced traders would be knowing this. This is called VWAP, that is volume weighted average price. I hope everybody knows about this concept a bit at least. Now, can you please raise your hands? How many people know anything about VWAP, volume weighted average price? Anybody? So most of the people might be knowing the volume weighted average price. See, let me tell you something. You know why trading is much more interesting than investing? You know why the job of a trader is much more interesting than any investor is? When it comes to investing, a person should look into the company, the CEO, the advertisements, the marketing and future plans of the company, and the capitalization of the company, the volatility of the company. Everything should be taken care if you are an investor, and then only you will invest into that particular company if you think there is a growth in next 5 to 6 years, looking at different statistics. But when it comes to trading, it's all about numbers, 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 numbers. I don't know how many people really get into understanding the company and then take a trade. I don't see. Much of the students won't do that. Much of the traders won't do that. It's all about, of course, we need to see a bit about the company, that is little about the capitalization and the liquidity and volatility. But apart from that, we don't need whether the market having any positive impact in the country or negative impact, because we as a traders will always take an advantage of a raise or a fall or even a crash. Yes or no? So when it comes to intraday trading, especially intraday trading, it's all about numbers. There is some magic with numbers that we traders can use out of it and make some good trades. Okay, it's not a magic, it's actually a logic. So I don't want to name it as a magic because magic shouldn't have any logic. But anyways, coming to the point, it's all about the numbers. Now let me tell you, what is an average price? Anybody can tell me what is an average price? If I have two numbers, what is the average price of the two numbers? If A is a number and B is a number, what is the average price of A and B? A plus B by 2. Am I right? A plus B divided by 2 is the average price of A and B. Same thing happens in the market as well. Now sellers has a price, buyers has a price, and the market decides exactly the average price of it. Do you know how a pre-open market price will be decided? Only by averaging it, by understanding the volume of the market, volume of the buyers, volume of the sellers, and they will take an average value between the price the buyers are at and the price the sellers are at, and it will give you an aggregate average value of both sellers and buyers. That will be the opening price of any particular day after pre-open market opens. I mean, after pre-open market completes and the real market opens, that's what the average price of sellers and buyers. Now let me tell you, I hope everybody would be completing their colleges now or would have already completed their colleges. Now, what is the average marks of getting passed? Out of 100, what is the average price for getting a pass mark? Try to give me answer, and let me tell you that please try to answer me only with my name, that is Suren Daniel. Please change the number to the name to Suren so that I can get your answers. So 35. Now let me tell you something. A person who got 99 and a person who got 35 will be considered as pass. Yes or no? Yes. A person who got 99, a person who got 35 will be called as pass. With respect to what number? How did they decide that 35 number has been passed to the next class? By a number called 35. So 35 is the average price, average marks to get pass mark. Now, let's say there are two friends who copied the same subject, and one person got 35 and another person got 34. What will happen to both of them? One person will be marked as pass and one person will be marked as fail. Yes or no? Agree with me, everybody? So when it comes to pass or fail, one particular average value will decide whether you are passed or not. So that level is called a crucial level. That is, 35 is something very crucial for students to be in the passing side or fail side. In the same way, when it comes to stock market, when it comes to intraday trading in one particular stock, there will be one particular level which will tell you whether you are on the right side of the market or on the wrong side of the market. That particular level is nothing but VWAP, volume weighted average price. That particular price will tell you something about your trading style, something about your decisions. It will decide whether the market is on the bullish side or the bearish side or on the sideways market. It will only decide. Now it's your duty to be on the right side of the market rather than wrong side of the market. So we will use VWAP, volume weighted average price, which in short form can be called as VWAP. We will be using VWAP to understand, first thing is not just entering into the market, but analyzing our trade. That is whether I am on the right side of the market or wrong side of the market. Let me tell you, in the market, especially in intraday, there will be only one winner or there won't be any winner at all. That is, either a buyer will win in the market or maybe seller will win in the market by end of the day. I'm talking about end of the day. Or both of them will be tied. So it's your duty to be on the right side of the market majority of the times. For that very reason, we will be using VWAP, VWAP indicator to understand and analyze our trades. Now, before getting into VWAP, let me tell you something. How many students here, how many of you students here, encountered this problem where the moment you enter into the market, that is buy, market will fall. The moment you enter into sell, market will raise. How many people encountered this problem? The moment you enter into the market, that is buy, the market starts falling. And the moment you enter into sell, the market starts moving up. Why? Most of the students have the same problem. Well, let me tell you this concept before I get into VWAP. Let me tell you this simple concept so that you people will understand it better. So let me share the screen first. Okay. Now, I will clear your doubt now. Let's say the market is moving up. Okay. Everybody listen very carefully. The market is moving up. Okay. In this direction, upwards. Now, let's say you have entered here. Let's say you have entered at this level. Okay. Now, I hope everybody have entered here and the market started falling. Let's say, I hope everybody would have encountered this problem of falling while after you enter into the market. Now, can you tell me something, everybody here, can you tell me something? Is this fall can be considered as the reversal of the trend or the retracement going on? How can we say whether this particular fall in the market is complete reversal or it's just a retracement before market moving up? How can you know? On what basis can you tell me that the fall is going to be just a retracement but not reversal, or maybe it's completely a reversal but not a retracement? Can anyone guess it little faster, or can anyone guess it little in future? Anybody? No, the point here is, everybody listen very carefully. My question is after the market is moving up, there is a fall. Okay, there was a fall. Can anyone in this room can predict that market is completely going down or it's just a retracement, it will go up by any chance? Can you guess or not? Simple yes or no answer. I need just a question of yes or no. No. Majority of the people saying no, and I can see few people saying yes. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Do you know how can we understand whether this particular fall is not a reversal but a retracement is? Only by understanding the average value concept. Listen very carefully. Just by understanding the average value concept, you can understand that you can confidently stay in the trade even though the market is falling down, only by understanding the concept of average. How? Let's say the market is at 100. Let's say the market is at 100 and the market has reached 110, let's say. And everybody listen, you had a logic and you have exactly entered at 110. Okay, 110. Now the market started falling. Now tell me sincerely, I want a sincere answer. How many people will exit the trade if you see this fall? Tell me sincerely. You have taken at 110 and the market has already started coming down. Let's say it has reached 114 maybe, or it's 115 or 116. Now tell me how many people will exit? So many people. Now understand one thing. If you know the averaging concept, then you will wait until the market reaches 115, or you can keep a max value of 113, maybe 113 or 114. Now if the market takes any reversal from this level, I will keep my trade confidently. If by any chance, okay, GT, I got your number. One more question. I request everyone, if you people are interested to know more about the batch 6 course details, you can text your number to me or the management. Our management team will text you back in the WhatsApp. Okay, that's one thing I just wanted to update. Now, not 105, it's 115. I'm sorry, it's 110, right? Sorry, I'm really sorry. It's 105. 105 or 103, not 115, 103. Thank you, Mr. Amit. So my best stop loss will be nearby 105, or to be little safe, I will keep my stop loss exactly at 103 or maybe 102 to be on the safe side. Now tell me something. As I told you, like I told you the difference between passing students and failing students. This is the critical level for me to guess the market is under the control of buyers or under the control of sellers. My 105 to 103 range will tell me. If the market takes any reversal from 105, I knew that buyers are dominating the market, at least for a while. I can't guess for the whole day, but if there is any reversal at 105, okay, if there is any reversal at 105, then I'm pretty sure that buyers are still in control of the market. If now the question to the students, if the market comes below 103 and takes any retest and coming down, now tell me who are under control. Who are controlling the market, buyers or sellers, if the market came below 103? Anybody? If the price came below 103, who are controlling the market? Sellers. Now tell me if the fall is retracement or reversal. After 103 has crossed, then only I will confirm whether this particular level is a retracement move or a reversal move. Only after that. Now you tell me, will you feel panic if the market is coming down? Just a minute. Now the question to everyone, Now, after understanding the average value concept, will you still feel scared to enter into the market? Or will you still feel that the market is falling? Will you still feel panic if the market is falling down? I won't, because I knew there is a concept called retracement and reversal. I will hold my trade until my trade is in retracement mode. I will exit only after the market has turned into reversal from retracement. That is, there should be one particular level that will help me out. I hope everybody is clear with this. Please raise your hands if you understood the concept of retracement and reversal. Everybody? How many people learned something new today? That's really good. Same thing happens in the fall as well. Same thing happens in the fall as well. Now, let's say the market is falling. Okay? The market is falling. And let's say you have sold your stock at this point, you have taken a sell entry here, and the market is moving up. Now the point here is, you should know your critical level where the market is still under seller's control. Once the seller's control has been taken over by buyers, then only you have to exit the trade completely, or maybe you should take a counter trade in buy side. That's completely a trading management scenario. But just if you consider the selling situation, you should exit the point once the averaging zone has been crossed. You should have an averaging zone. Once the average value has been crossed and taken a reversal, you have to exit the trade no matter what. So this is the simple concept of retracement and reversal. Nobody can predict the market is going to give you a reversal or retracement. It will be understood to you only if the average zone is there with you. Okay. Now let's talk about a wonderful concept, that is VWAP, that is volume weighted average price. So here also we will be discussing about the average price only, but the twist here is, the simple twist here is, here we are going to involve the overall volume of the buyers and sellers together. So that is the reason this is going to be one good indicator that we can rely on, because it is not only giving you the average price of all the closing prices, but also it is involving the volume segment as well. Now, sir, how do I trust on this indicator? What is the basis for me to trust here? Is there any proof for me that this particular indicator is reliable or not? Forget about the success ratio. Forget about the number of winners and losers as per the volume weighted average price strategy. Forget about it. But how can you rely on this? A simple indicator, you are saying it's very reliable. How do I know? Well, let me tell you something. I will show you something. If you can see here, let me open Tata Steel. In NSE website, okay? I have taken an NSE website. This is the reliable website. I hope everybody knows about it. Now, can you read here what are the values that you can see here? Previous value, open value, closing value, and VWAP. Everybody can hear this? VWAP. The NSE website itself is giving us information about volume weight average price, not our broker, not some mentor, not me. The NSE, that is the most reliable website for charts, the values of the prices, is telling me that the VWAP, the volume weighted average price of this particular Tata Steel is 715.8. That's how reliable it is. I hope everybody understood. So let me go back to the Okay. Now, what is volume weighted average price? Volume weighted average price. It's nothing but it is a average price of the closing prices that are from the past, the average closing prices, but also not only the average price, it is also involving the volume as well. Now, if you want the formula, this is how you can manually calculate the VWAP. Okay, you can calculate manually. How do you calculate VWAP manually? Is you take a 5 minutes chart. Okay, you take a 5 minutes chart, and to find the average price of the stock traded over first 5 minutes period of the day, add high, low and close of that particular candle and divide it by 3. It will give you the average price of the closing price. Okay, and you should multiply this by the volume of that period. If you go to the NSE website, it will give you the volume. So you need to multiply it with the volume, and finally that particular value you should divide it by the overall volume of that period. That will give you the average volume weighted average price of that particular instant. So let me tell you, it works just like the moving average. Okay, it works just like the moving average. Now the question here is, sir, what is the main difference between the volume weighted average price and any moving average price? Both are talking about averages price. Why should I only work on volume weighted? Why not only the prices? Let me tell you, when it comes to the moving averages, it will only talk about the closing prices. It will not involve anything about the volume. Let me tell you something. When it comes to intraday trading, the volume is something which is really mandatory. So when you involve volume as well, along with the price, volume and price will give you much more reliable information than a complete individual price. So that is the reason VWAP will give you much more better understanding of the market, better than any moving average. I'm not saying don't use moving average, but the intention of VWAP is completely different and the intention of moving average is completely different. Now this is how you can manually calculate the moving average. But fortunately, most of the brokers have already programmed volume weighted average price indicator in our broker charts. So there is nothing to worry about, sir, how can I calculate the volume weighted average? There is no need. In fact, the NSE has given already the volume weighted average price. Not only that, even our broker firms has also given the VWAP. Now let me show you how a VWAP looks like. This is how a VWAP looks like with our candlesticks. You can see the red line. It's a simple single red line which will help us to understand the market in a better way. Now let me share, just a minute. Let me share the chart. All right. So everybody can see the screen. Please raise your hands if you can see the screen. All right. Now, let's talk about volume weighted average price. The only difference between any moving average and volume weighted is every day the volume weighted average price starts from the scratch. That means no matter whatever the gap up or gap down, the volume weighted average price started from scratch. Okay, it will completely ignore the past average price. It will directly take the new average price in this particular candle and it will behave as per the new 5 minutes candle. So this advantage you won't be seeing in moving average, because the moving average will consider yesterday's levels also. That's how the moving average works. But when it comes to volume weighted average price, it will restart. The volume weighted average price restarts every day. That means even though it is a gap up or a gap down, every day it will be a new volume weighted average price that will continue. So this is the line that is going to help me to understand whether I am on the right side of the market or wrong side of the market. Now, as I told you, when it comes to the marks, 35 level is the average price between pass and fail. The same way, volume weighted average price is the critical level between buyers and sellers. Now tell me something. This level will help me out to understand which part of the players are dominating the market. Now, the question to every student here is, if the price is above VWAP, who are dominating the market? If the price is above VWAP, who are dominating the market? At least trying to dominate. I can't say completely dominating, but at least they are trying to win the race. They are trying to be better than sellers. Obviously buyers. Simple concept. Now, what if the price is below volume weighted average price? If the price is below volume weighted average price, who are trying to dominate the market? Sellers. That's really good. Simple, right? But it's not that simple. When the market is sideways, the price will move upwards, that is above VWAP, and the price will come below, that is below VWAP, and it will play around VWAP. Then, how should I enter? Now tell me something. Can anybody predict the market is going to be sideways one day before itself? Anybody? Can we predict the market is going to be sideways tomorrow, that is today itself? Anybody? Say simple yes or no. Nobody. If I can predict something, I would be a millionaire, or maybe I can be the richest person in the country, or maybe the world. But that's not the case. Nobody knew who is going to be, what is going to be the market condition tomorrow. Now, all we have to go is only through prediction in the market. How do I predict that the market is going to be on the bullish side or the bearish side? How will I know? Just by using the VWAP we can use. I totally understand you can use India VIX, but still my point is, can you use India VIX to take an entry in any particular stock? That's the question. In one particular stock, can you use India VIX? I know India VIX can tell me what is the volatility in the market. That's absolutely true. But the point is, I will give you one particular stock. Can you trade as per the India VIX information? No, nobody can. So it will give me a kind of an information that the market is going to be on a unidirectional or not. But volatility index will never help me out to understand if the market is going to be the unidirectional or maybe sideways. Volatility in sense, the market can be sideways volatility also. It's not needed to be market is consolidated if the India VIX is showing a lesser value, but that's not the case. But anyways, let's not go into the off topic. Understand something. Now, if I don't know anything about tomorrow's market, how can I confidently take an entry? If you understand where should I take my entry, if you understand where should I keep my stop loss, and what is the probable and realistic achievable targets, then I can enter in any kind of market. If it is a trendy market, it's well and good. If it is sideways, I don't have any problem. My stop loss will help me out to come out of the trade at a best point possible. So it's all about trying your luck with a strict stop loss. This is all about market. Market is all about prediction. It's not guaranteed that your trade is going to be 100% successful, but the point is Once you understand your strategy, once you understand your entry point, your stop loss and target, and most importantly, your risk to reward ratio. Once you understand all these 5 things, then you will understand whenever I lose, I won't feel bad, because whenever I win, I will try to recover all my losses. It's all about being positive by end of the month. It's not about being positive every day. Trying to be positive every day is maybe possible, but majority of the, if you see the success ratio of traders, it's impossible to be positive every single day. So it's all about being positive by end of the month. So that's my fundamental, that's how my trading style would be. But anyways, now let me talk about the logic of entries. Now we have come up to the most important topic, that is the logic of entry, the logic of stop loss and targets. Now what is the time frame that I have to use? I hope everybody would have this doubt. What is the time frame I have to use? Well, let me tell you something. I have tried so many things in the market. I have created, I hope everybody would be knowing something called charting.com. Yes or no? How many people know anything about charting.com? Chartinc.com. Anybody know anything about charting.com? It is a website where you can formulate something and create your own scanners. Once you have the formulation correctly, it will give you some good stocks for the day. Trust me, I have created more than 100 scanners, but nothing has helped me consistently. So it's all about trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Same thing when it comes to strategies as well. You have to trial and error with different time frames to understand which time frame will help you out in a better way. Now, when it comes to my particular personal VWAP strategy, the best time frame that I have discovered is 10 minutes time frame. Please note it down. 10 minutes time frame will be far better than any smaller time frame or bigger time frame. When it comes to intraday, I'm not talking about any other trading style. I'm just talking about not even scalping. When I say intraday trading, I'm only talking about intraday trading. When it comes to scalping, it's a part of intraday, but still the scalping style is totally different. You have to be very quick for your entries and you have to be very quick with your targets. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to talk about the majority of the traders who would like to take trades and wait for their targets for a longer period of time, that is intraday trading. Now let me show you few logics for entries. And now this is bank nifty. I have taken some random charts. Now let me show you how to understand we are on the right side of the market or wrong side of the market. That is first thing. And next, entry point, stop loss and target. If you see here, the market is exactly at the average price of the first candle. You can see here, this is the high, this is the close, and this is the low. This is the low and this is the close. The market will exactly start from the average price of the market. The first candle's average price. After that, the second candle will give you some information about the direction of the market. So after seeing the second candle, let me tell you this. After seeing the second candle here, how many people are ready to take a sell? Please be very frank with me. After seeing the second candle red, how many people are ready to take sell? At least you thought you can take a sell here itself. Just don't see the whole market and decide, okay, it's moving up, so I won't take. You don't know where the market is moving, how the market will move up in next 5 minutes. We really don't know. But by just looking at these two candles, how many people will get ready to take a sell trade instead of a buy trade? Definitely, I will be on the sell side. I'm not telling you that I will take a sell trade, but my psychology will tell me that, at least my understanding will tell me that I am going to be on the seller side, because at least by the logic of VWAP, the price is below the VWAP, so I will be on the sell side. At least I will try to take a sell, but not confirm. But at least I will try to take a sell. Definitely not a buy. Definitely not a buy. Now, over. Right now, I am on the seller side because VWAP is showing me that the price is below VWAP and I'm on the seller side. I'm trying to support the sellers. But when it comes to entry point, I will be looking at few more important things, not only just the price below VWAP, but something else which is really important for my personal trading. That is, first, understand VWAP. VWAP will act as a resistance. VWAP will act as a support. VWAP can act as a trend line as well. So right now, I will be looking VWAP as a support because the price is trying to cross that level. So once the support is broken, I'm ready to take a sell. But once the support is broken, I will be looking at two types of candles. First candle is called my breakout candle. Okay. First candle I would be looking at is breakout candle. What do you mean by a breakout candle? Is any candle that is trying to cross the VWAP or my support level and close below the VWAP, I will be calling it as breakout candle. Now tell me, can I consider 925 as a breakout candle or not? Say yes or no. Try to be interactive with me instead of raising hands. If you be little interactive with me, you people can learn more. Now, the question here is, if you see clearly, the price is trying to cross the VWAP and closed below. That is the logic of my breakout candle. If you can see, any candle that is touching my VWAP and closing below the VWAP, I will be considering it as breakout candle. Now, how many people will agree with me that 925 is a breakout candle? Yes? Perfect. That's not the end. So many people confirm here that it's damn sure it's going to be a sell, and let me buy it. Let me sell it. No, that's not the case. I have one more concept that I have included in my trading setup is confirmation candle. Confirmation candle. What do you mean by a confirmation candle? What do you mean by confirmation candle? Any candle, when I got breakout candle, that's fine. After that, I will wait for a confirmation candle. What do you mean by confirmation candle? Is any candle which closes below my breakout candle's low. This is my breakout candle. I am drawing a horizontal line exactly at my breakout candle so that I'll wait for a confirmation candle. What is my confirmation candle? Is any candle which closes below my confirmation breakout candle. At the same time, it should not touch my VWAP line. That means my confirmation candle should not have any relationship with my support line or a VWAP line. That's most important thing. If that is the case, I am ready to take an entry at the confirmation candle's low. Simple and clear, crisp and clear. Let me explain the concept once again. Please listen very carefully or write it down. It's most important thing. Please write it down. Any breakout candle is, I'll repeat it. I'll repeat everything. Please listen very carefully. First thing, understand what is a breakout candle. A sell breakout candle. Any candle which is touching my VWAP line and closed below my VWAP line, it should touch. That means my candle and VWAP should have some relationship. That means it should have a touch. That is called relationship. So once VWAP has relationship with my candle and closed below my VWAP, I will be calling it as breakout candle. That is clear. After understanding the breakout candle, you should understand one more thing is, I need one more candle called confirmation candle. What do I mean by confirmation candle? Is a candle which doesn't have any relationship with VWAP. That means it should come out of VWAP. It should not have any relationship with VWAP, and it should come out of VWAP. And not only that, it should close. This is the breakout candle's low level. Okay, this is the lowest price of breakout candle. It should not touch the VWAP. At the same time, it should close below the breakout candle's low. This is breakout candle low, and it should close below the VWAP candle. Breakout candle's low. If I found that kind of a candle, then confirmation candle's low is my sell entry. Simple. Confirmation candle's low is my sell entry. Now let's find out if we have any confirmation candle. Now tell me, can I consider 935 as a confirmation candle? Yes or no? Say yes or no. Simple. All right. What about 945? If you little quick, then we can try to wrap it up as soon as possible. I won't waste your time, and you don't waste my time. Simple. Okay. Now, perfect. Now I can't consider this as a breakout confirmation candle because it did not cross my breakout candle's low. Simple. What about 955? What about 955? Can I consider 955 as my confirmation candle or not? If you really understood what I said, you will not accept 955 as confirmation candle because it is touching VWAP. Understand that it is touching VWAP. Now, if you can see this particular candle, let me draw. This candle, if you can see, 1045 is my accurate confirmation candle because it is not touching VWAP. At the same time, if you see the closing price that is below, it is closed below my breakout candle's low. How many people agree that 1045 candle is my confirmation candle? Yes or no? That's brilliant. Wow. So many people are listening to the class. That is really good. Now, the question is, after I got my confirmation candle, what's next? That is, you have to keep your limit order, that is stop loss limit order, exactly at the low and wait for the next candle to touch that level and give you an entry. Simple. You can't immediately enter just because you saw a confirmation candle. You can't take a market order. Don't ever take a market order. Wait for a stop loss limit order. That is, take a sell order and keep it at 34,018. If the next candle, you can wait for 1 hour also. But if any candle touches that low, then only the entry will be triggered. If not, no entry, the entry will be cancelled. How many people understood? After you got a confirmation candle, you keep an entry point and wait for the next candle to hit that level. If that level is hit, then you are in the entry. If you are in the trade. If not, there is no trade for that. Now tell me, did we get any sell over here? Did we get any sell over here? Did we get any sell entry triggered or not? Yes or no? Fair enough. Now let's talk about, now let me tell you something. What if I have 925 is touching my VWAP and closed below, and if you can see 955 is also touching my VWAP and closed below. That means I have two breakout candles. Now tell me, which candle should I choose, the old one or the latest one? If I have two breakout candles consecutively, which candle should I choose as my breakout candle, old one or latest one? What do you think? I'm just guessing. I'm just asking you to guess. Old one or latest one? So Latest one, obviously, for obvious reasons, the latest one. No, you should not use the history. History is history. Once the old one is gone, you won't even care about it. Always try to take the latest information available to you. So 9:55 is my latest breakout candle and we didn't get any entry. That's done and dusted. Now let's see what happened after I got my confirmation candle is the price has crossed VWAP. Now, which side should I be supporting now? After the price has crossed VWAP, which side should I be supporting? Buyer side or seller side? That's right, Amit. After VWAP crossed, after price crossed VWAP, which side should I be supporting? Buyers or sellers? So this is how you will be knowing whether you are on the right side of the market or wrong side of the market. If you take any sell after the price has crossed the upper level, then you might be on the wrong side. You make money in the scalping. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not about making money or not. It's all about being on the right side of the market, or it's all about trying to go with the trend. I don't want you students to be going against the trend. You can't fight against investors. You can't fight against the HNI traders, high netted income traders. You can't fight them because all you have is hardly 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs or maximum 10 lakhs. But high netted investors or FIs, DIs would be having thousands of crores waiting for one particular buy in this particular stock. You can't go against them. So always go along with them. So that's the reason I'm asking you to be on the right side of the market. Whenever I say right side of the market, that means on the investor side of the market or the high netted investor income traders side of the market. How many people know that institutional traders would look at VWAP for their trades? How many people know this? How many people in this room know that institutional traders would look at VWAP values to take their entries? Yes, that's true. That is the reason, that is the main reason NSI has also included VWAP value in every stock. That's how institutional traders will have edge over the market about understanding the trend of the market, and they will invest on the trendy side of the market. Now let's talk about a breakout candle and a confirmation candle. No, it should close below the breakout candle. It's not just the shadow, not just cross should be there. It should close above the breakout candle high for the buy or breakout candle low for the sell. I hope your question is answered, Shravan. Not a shadow, it should close above. Now let's talk about the breakout candle on the buy side. How many people agree with me that 10:55 is a buy breakout candle? 10:55. Very good, because it is touching the VWAP. At the same time, it closed above the VWAP. Fair enough. So what should I do? Immediately I have to draw a high and wait for one particular candle which should not touch the VWAP and also close above the breakout candle's high. For obvious reasons, I can choose 11:5 as my confirmation candle. How many agree with me that 11:5 is my confirmation candle? How many people agree that 11:5 is a confirmation candle? Simple. So confirmation candle high. Now there is one more tweak you can do for your entry point is, after you got your confirmation candle high, you can add 0.1 buffer value to your entry point. Let's say 35,000 is your confirmation candle high. How many people know what is 0.1 percentage of 35,000? What is 0.1 percentage of 35,000? 35 rupees. So 35,000 is your high. You can add 35 to your entry point. That is 35,000. 35 should be your entry point. Understood? If 35,000 is the high that you got in your confirmation candle high, add 0.1 buffer to your confirmation candle high. That is a little more to your entry point, this is where you will get. So breakout candle, confirmation candle, and finally the entry candle. That means on which candle you got the entry, that is also important. That is 11.5, sorry, 10.55 is my breakout candle, 11.5 is my confirmation candle, and 11.15 is my entry candle. This is how your trading system should be planned. You can't just enter into the market randomly and get panic just because you have entered wrong. Don't do that. You should have a proper planning for your entry, confirmation and entry. After that, a stop loss and your target. Now, when it comes to your stop loss, what should be your ideal stop loss? What should be your ideal stop losses? The value, the VWAP value exactly below your confirmation candle low. You can take a lower value below your confirmation candle VWAP value. So you have a VWAP value below your confirmation candle. You can keep a small stop loss below your VWAP. This is how you have to plan your stop loss. Now, stop loss logic is over. What is my entry? Sorry, what is my target? Now, when it comes to intraday trading, guys, I don't want to force you on any kind of a target. Target is completely individual choice. But if you ask me a concrete target, you can have 1:1 target or 1:2 target as well, or you can trail your stop loss as well. Now, when I said 1:1, what do you mean by 1:1? The difference between your entry point and your stop loss is the range. That much range you have to reach. Okay? If not, you can take double of your range and you can book double the range. It's completely your choice, because 1:1 have their own merits and demerits. 1:2 has their own merits and demerits. So I don't want to comment on which one is good, which one is wrong. It's all about, if you are satisfied with small profits, you can go with 1:1. If you want bigger targets and a longer term purpose, then you have to go with 1:2. But if you are one good skillful trading stop loss, see, there are very few skillful traders who are very good at trailing stop loss. I am not. Okay, I can't trail my stop loss successfully because I have a different kind of a mindset. So I'm not a guy who can trail my stop loss. So again, I don't want to force my trading system to you when it comes to my trading style. I have my own trading style. Everybody should have their own trading style. Now, when it comes to target, your target should be 1:1 or 1:2, or trail your stop losses after you reach your 1:1 target, or it depends on your style of trading. The best way to trail your stop losses is keep one moving average, whether 15 moving average or 18 moving average. If the price is above 15 moving average, you can continue, you can maximize your profits. The moment the price comes below 15 moving average, you can end your trade, or you can trail your stop loss at that point. That's how you can do it. So target is something which is completely individual choice, but not entry or stop loss. You can't have your own stop loss or entry. Stop loss and entry should have a proper logic behind it. How many people understood the logic of entry, stop loss and target? Okay, I can see a lot of people understood. Now, let me ask you someone. How many people did not understand even 1% of whatever I said? You might be thinking, what on earth is he talking about? How many people are in that phase? What on earth is he talking about? Anybody? Or everybody understood? If everybody understood, then I'm very, very happy. Amit, that's what I said. Target should be 1:1. A safe trader can book 1:1. A long-term trader, that means a long-focused trader, can go with 1:2. If not, you can trail your stop loss. If you have any logic of trailing stop losses. Of course, our course will teach you how to trail your stop losses. But if you have your own trailing stop loss technique, then you can use it. In sideways, that's what I'm telling you. What happens in sideways market? You might hit your stop loss. That's what I'm telling you. You might hit your stop loss in sideways market. That's what I've been trying to tell you since the beginning, that nobody can predict sideways market. If it is a sideways market, you might hit your stop loss. But the real point is, how much am I gaining while I'm in profits, and how much am I losing when I hit my stop loss? That is what makes you the difference between an immature trader and a disciplined trader. You have to win more while you win. You have to lose less while you lose, while you hit your stop loss. That's how you will get more money by end of the month. But if you use a proper logic of breakout candle and a confirmation candle, 90% times you won't get any entry even in sideways market. Maybe I'm too optimistic. Let me go to 80%. 80% times, that means 8 out of 10 trading days during sideways, you won't get any entries. That's how. Yes, you can use this in equity as well. You can use this in futures, but not options. Don't use options. What do you mean by options is, don't use this logic in options chart, because options chart doesn't work with price action. Something else will be working with that along with price action, that is theta decay, price decay, premium decay, time decay. So many things will be involved in option charts. So I don't recommend anyone to use this logics in option charts. If you want to trade in options, use VWAP in Bank Nifty futures chart and trade along with options. Best commodity time frame I knew is 15 minutes. Best time frame for commodity, 15 minutes, because I have experienced a few. I have traded with community for a while, commodity for a while, and I have left it now because I'm completely focusing on equity. But in my experience, 15 minutes is a wonderful trading. No settings for VWAP, because VWAP doesn't change no matter what. VWAP doesn't affect by any kind of time frame, by any settings, no settings. Simple VWAP click and done. It's unlike any other moving average. It will change for 1 minute, it will change for 2 minutes, it will change for high, low, close. It will be changed for everything. Exponential, moving average, double exponential, triple. No things will be there in VWAP. Simple VWAP. You go with 1 minute, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour also. The line will remain unchanged the whole day. Okay. Now I'm open for questions. We are done with the session. I'm open for questions. If anybody have any questions regarding the anything, you can ask me. I'm there till next 5 to 10 minutes. I will be completely free. Please shoot out your questions. Anybody are interested in taking the mentorship personally through me? If anybody have any doubts that who is going to take the course, I personally take the course. I mentor the students, so the mentorship is completely taken by me. So if you have that doubt, that's completely me. Okay. Vivo, I hope I have answered the question about the target. That is 1:1, 1:1 target. So the recordings for this sessions will be available to all the mentorship students. So don't worry. Few mentorship students who have joined this session have asking me the PPTs. So you will get all the recordings and the PPTs of the demo sessions. Don't worry about it. Amol, I just explained you about the buying side, right? Once the VWAP has crossed the VWAP, the price has crossed the VWAP. This is our breakout candle. This one is the confirmation candle, and this is where you have entry. Now, Few people are asking me how to book my profits. Now let me tell you, you can use pivot points. You can use pivot points for your targets as well. I shouldn't say this because everybody will have their own target scenarios. That's the reason I generally don't like. So you can use pivot points. Don't use pivot points for entry points. Let me be very clear. Use VWAP for logic of entry, but for exit, if you can see, this is the place where you can exit. But if you don't have VWAP or if you don't have pivots, you could have booked your profits here. But anyways, it's completely your wish. But you can use pivot. I'm sorry. Yes, you can use pivot points as the logic of target. That's one best way that I can tell you. If we see the chart, there is a resistance supply zone around 35,000. So shouldn't we wait before it's giving a close above that? Which one are you talking about? I'm not sure. Let me see. $35,000. Rahul, I really don't understand. Where did you see the resistance level? I mean, are you talking about in a general way, or are you talking in a general way, or if we see this chart, there is a resistance and support zone, you said. Where is the resistance zone? Is it visible to me, or are you just talking about a normal resistance and support level at that 35,000 level? Can you be little clear about 35,000 level support or resistance zone? Yeah, I understand that, for every round figure, that is 35,000, 34,000, 36,000, generally there will be a resistance because it's an average value. Let me tell you why it will be acted as resistance or support is because of the average value. What happens is the round figure will become the most average value between 35,500 to 34,500. So 35,000 will act as a strong resistance. I totally agree. But when it comes to intraday levels, just follow the rules of VWAP. That's enough. Just don't go to a bigger picture. If you want a bigger picture, we wouldn't be even doing an intraday. We would be doing only positional trades. So when it comes to intraday, better go with the rules. Yes, it is available with all charts except index. Can you tell me why it won't be available for index? Anybody? Can you tell me why VWAP indicator won't be available for index? Because no trading volume. Because nobody can trade in index. So that is the reason. No volume, no chart. Simple. Because it's completely focused on volume. Anyways, now coming to the point. If you feel that it's quite confident, if you feel confident after listening to this demo session, I warmly welcome everybody to join the batch 6, those who are really interested to learn something new from me, from our team. So we will be explaining you each and everything in detail, starting from scratch. And the best part of the course is we are going to give you one Excel sheet that is going to help you a lot for your further trades. So let me share with you. This is the Excel sheet that I'm going to give you all, that we are going to give to all the mentorship students. That is the critical levels, that these are the critical levels for any stock. So what we are going to do is we are going to give the high and low of the particular stock, whether it can be first 5 minutes high and low or previous days high and low. So if I give a high and a low, it will automatically give me the upper levels. That is, these are the strong resistance levels. Mid levels are strong resistance and support levels, and lower levels are strong support levels. There are few more levels we have added, that is upper levels 1 and upper levels 2. I hope everybody are looking at the intraday levels that we are sharing every day. So those are given only using this Excel sheet. Now let's talk about few more strategies that we are going to give you is the basic trend line setup. Now, so many people think trend lines can only be drawn manually. That's absolutely wrong. When you have calculated resistances and calculated supports, you can obviously have calculated trend lines as well, which is completely new to the market. I hope nobody, I think I knew that nobody has any logic of a trend line in a calculated way. It's completely copyrighted by us. We have researched it and developed a wonderful strategy, that is an upper trend line, a lower trend line, and a middle trend line, which will help us to take entries. If the upper line is broken, you can take a buy. If the lower line is broken, you can take a sell. It's a trend line, not a resistance level, because you have two values that you need to mark on. And finally, the midline. The midline is going to be your stop loss for both buyer side and seller side. If you get any buying point, buyer point on the upper side, then 4750 will be your stop loss. If you are going to get any sell on the lower side, then the middle line is going to be your stop loss. So the stop loss has been fixed before even you got your entry. So there is no need for you to worry about which stop loss should I keep, what should be my stop loss. And the targets, as I told you, it can be 1:1 or 1:2. We have one more levels, that is advanced level setup. So when it comes to basic trend line setup, the maximum risk to reward ratio that you can expect is 1:1. When it comes to advanced trend line setup, the risk to reward you can expect is 1:1.5. When it comes to professional trend line setup, it will maximum give you 1:2 as well. So it's all about the faster entry you get. You get a faster entry and a small stop loss. An advanced setup will give you a little faster entry with a bigger stop loss. When it comes to basic trend line setup, it is going to give you the safest entry possible and a safest stop loss. I can guarantee you that 80 to 90% times the stop loss will not hit after you got an entry. So that's how we have planned this. So if you people are interested, please put your numbers here, your name, your number, and your city. Our team will text you and give you all the details about the technical course batch number 6, which is going to start on March 19th. Please note the date and let us know all the problems that you have right now. You can, if you want to talk to me personally also, I'll be ready with you. You can text to the management, they will forward it to me. And one more thing, you will be personally mentored by me during the live market as well. So we are planning for the live market live trading sessions as well in near future. So with all the batch members, we are planning to keep a live trading sessions as well. So it will be a wonderful experience for you to trade along with your mentor. So I'll be going to tell you how you need to look at the charts and how to be on the right side of the market and how to identify the breakout candles, confirmation candles, and how to take an entry, how to keep your stop losses, which type of orders you have to use. Should I use limit order or should I use stop loss order or should I use market orders? All will be cleared. And most importantly, we are going to explain you in the last module about the options. We are going to give you 4 to 5 hedging strategies which will help you out in your option trading. Naked option trading is very, very dangerous. That is the reason we have come up with a wonderful concepts of hedging. So hedging can help you out to minimize your losses and maximize your profits as much as possible. Anybody have any more doubts? Please shoot out your questions. I'll be happy to help you out. Anybody? You can tell me if you have any doubts, or if not, we will be closing the session in 2 to 3 minutes. We are really looking forward to meet you all in the next batch, because Trust me, you won't regret it. Let me tell you. So overall, we have 16 modules starting from the basics of the stock market and candlestick patterns, different types of candlestick patterns, and trading patterns, chart patterns, risk management, money management, trade management, and nine different kinds of trend line strategies, and finally option strategies will be included. And those who are really interested in knowing some scanners from me, you can personally text me. It's not included in the course, but scanners are something which are completely individual. So if you people are really interested in getting some scanners, let's say, sir, I need a scanner for this kind of a requirement. Let's say if the price crosses 20 moving average, I need that kind of a stocks, or few stocks which has this kind of a volume, we need scanners for that. We will be helping you out with all kind of scanners. Our students have some requirements, we will be creating scanners as per their requirements. I won't be giving you any individual scanners, but yeah, there are few scanners which we can provide, but still I don't recommend completely relying on scanners, because that's a lot of time waste, to be frank. Because definitely I'll help you out, not a problem about it. Okay guys, then we are 1 second. Let me the course starts from basic, covering all the things, and finally the advanced level. So all the things will be basic in the beginning, like 5 to 6 modules will be completely basic. After 7 to 8 you will start completely advanced. That's where you will get into the strategy parts. But in the beginning everything will be very basic, absolutely basic things, like what is candles, what is candlesticks, what is resistance, how to draw a resistance, how to draw a support, how to take an entry after the breakout, how to avoid fake breakouts, which is something most of the traders are struggling with. So we will be discussing about all the things. Okay, anybody else? So if you are interested, please. Okay, we got a few numbers. Thank you so much for your numbers, and we will be noting your numbers, guys, and we will get back to you. If anybody forgot to mention their numbers, this is the time. Please give your numbers right away here. We will get back to you and explain you everything clearly. Anybody, please put your numbers here. It may not be helpful to you now, but at least it will be helpful in the future, where you are completely or absolutely ready for the course. I know you have some practical issues, like you might not have enough amount to invest into this course. I understand. I totally understand the practical issues, but if you're really interested to know more about the course or be in touch with us, please put your numbers here. That's the best thing that I can tell you, best advice that I can give you. Being in touch is always better. So we got few numbers, and we will be noting down the numbers, and we'll get back to you. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I really wish. Yes, I'm not the head of the SMTI or Addhyan. I'm just a faculty member. I organize the course and mentorship programs. So I'm just a small part of SMTI and Addhyan. My main focus is only on education part. Okay. I hope your question is answered, Amit. Hey, Amit, have you given your number? Have you given your number? Okay. Can you give me one more time? I think I have missed it. Can you just give me your number? I'll talk to you. All right. I got your number. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. So we'll be looking forward to meet you all as soon as possible in the batch 6. And thank you so much for your time. And I wish you all the best for your future. Take care. Bye bye. See you.